Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Paralympic Training Center in São Paulo, Brazil, the South American nation hosting the WWR Championship for the very first time in history. For wherever you're watching us around planet Earth, such an honor, such a privilege to have you here with us for game number 2 of Court 2, day 3. Don't lose track of the World Championship here in the largest city in South America. In just a few moments, around 9 minutes, we will be getting underway with the Netherlands versus New Zealand. The Danish Vikings take on the Wheel Blacks. Or rather, the Danish Vikings. The Team NL, excuse me. The Danish Vikings will be playing later tonight against Colombia. Team NL started their journey here at the World Championship with a tight win, a thrilling victory over the Brazilians, the hosts, in the opener, 49-47. But then they followed that with a loss to the U.S. yesterday, 57-33. So the Netherlands are sitting in third right now. 2 matches played, 1 win, 1 loss, 82 points scored, 104 tries conceded. So that's a negative 22-point difference in this Group A. New Zealand are sitting dead last in this group. 2 matches played, 2 losses. First, the 62-31 loss to the Australian Steelers, and then a 53-38 loss to Team USA. So we have 2 teams right here before us looking to return to their winning ways, to get back on track. Here we see the Netherlands playing their first World Championship in 20 years. Just a few seconds ago, you saw the experienced Hector Loma, the 42-year-old who has been with the national team for 4 years now. And here are the Wheel Blacks, Paralympic champs back in 2004 in Athens, won the bronze medal 4 years after that in Beijing, 2008. New Zealand, led by that man right there, the captain, Hayden Baton-Coots, a.k.a. HBC, the player from the Auckland Rhinos. I'm Anthony Wells. I'll be in charge of your guys' play-by-play commentary for this exciting battle. Alongside me, good friends, wheelchair rugby experts, and our color commentator, Gerson Vieira. Gerson, what a pleasure, my friend. Let's have some fun. Let's make this broadcast as good as possible.
There you go. That match is gonna be fun to watch. It's gonna be very interesting to watch. It's gonna be decided goal by goal to the end.
Yeah, we really can expect a nail-biting battle, a very even contest between these 2 Group A teams. Earlier on this court, we had Great Britain beating Germany, a Group B clash, 52-44 victory. We also had Japan beating Denmark 56-43. Here are the Wheel Blacks. In just a few moments, they're going to be performing the powerful haka tradition. This is how Team Netherlands, Team NL, will be going into battle, led by Martin van Hinten. Keep an eye out for the number 14 there, the captain, Davy van den Dop, as well as the number 8, Joop van der Laan, who did not play the match against Team USA. Here is Team New Zealand, led by the captains, Maya Marshall-Amai, the number 7, and Hayden Barton-Coots, HBC, the number 6. The head coach is Gavin Rolton. Team New Zealand looking for their first victory of the World Championship. Let's take a moment right now to appreciate the national anthems of the Netherlands and New Zealand.
Please remain in your respectful position for the national anthems of Netherlands and New Zealand. Por favor, permaneça em posição de respeito para a execução dos hinos nacionais da Holanda e da Nova Zelândia.
That is the national anthem of the Netherlands, Het Wilhelmus. And there we have it, the national anthems of the Netherlands and New Zealand ringing loud and clear inside the Paralympic Center in São Paulo, Brazil. Curiosity about the Netherlands national anthem: it has the oldest melody of any national anthem in the world, tracing its musical roots all the way back to at least 1568. Now is the moment for the haka. Here we go. How spectacular is that? The haka dance originated with the early Polynesian settlers who arrived on the islands of New Zealand roughly 1,000 years ago. And it really is a dynamic expression of tribal pride, strength, unity, and heritage. Always a much awaited moment here at the World Championship. We're just a few moments away from the Netherlands versus New Zealand. New Zealand versus the Netherlands. The Wheel Blacks take on Team NL. This is expected to be a very even contest. We expect a back and forth game, a nail biter all the way to the very end. Two teams looking to return to their winning ways. The Netherlands looking for only their second victory in the history of the World Championship. And here you see the Wheel Blacks getting motivated and concentrated. 55 seconds till the ball drop. New Zealand looking for their first victory of the competition. The stage is set, the elements are in place for yet another fantastic WWR Championship battle. A Group A clash between these guys. Team NL securing their first World Championship appearance in 20 years. The ultimate goal, of course, is qualifying for the LA 2028 Paralympic Games. The Dutch, led by Martin van Hinten, who is also the team leader. Wheelchair rugby officially started in the Netherlands all the way back in 2001. The Wheel Blacks, led by Gavin Rolton, and the team leader, Jan Roo. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As I like to say, before every broadcast, fasten your seatbelts. It's expected to be good. From wherever you're watching us around planet Earth, let us know, ladies and gentlemen. We want to know where you're watching the game from, who you're rooting for, what you think of the competition, the players, the tournament, who you think's going to win it all. There is the ball drop. Out of bounds. Team NL with first possession. with Hugo van Ursel on this near side. Here is Yesul Karabut, the player who was born in Turkey in Edremit. Down that center lane, drifts towards that left-hand side, and the Dutch are off the mark. 1-0 Team NL. Resul Karabuluc is going to claim the first try of the game. The Wheel Blacks restart. Here's Cameron Leslie, hands it back to HBC. Intercepted, it is a turnover. The Netherlands recover possession with Van den Dop. Hands it off to Resul Karabuluc, and he transitions past the goal line. The Netherlands now lead by a couple of tries. 2-0. The second game of Court 2. We have two simultaneous broadcasts, right? One broadcast, obviously, for Court 2, another one for Court 1. Day 3 of the World Championship, the World Wheelchair Rugby Championship here in São Paulo, Brazil. The competition for the very first time in history happening in South America. What a moment to be in this part of the world, really. Here is Cameron Leslie playing his 5th World Championship. Can he find a pocket? Yes, he can. Punches his way through. And New Zealand have their first try of the night. Team NL restarts. That is a fantastic long pass for Resul Karabulu to make it 3-1 now. Twelve of the world's best teams are here in Brazil. Australia, of course, the hosts, Canada, Colombia, Denmark, France, Germany, Great Britain, Japan, the US, and of course, the Wheel Blacks and Team NL competing for glory at the Paralympic Training Center. 3-2. Just a 1-point lead for the Netherlands. Team NL, a team that has made clear progress, highlighted by that 5th place finish at the European Championship last year on home turf. Resul Karabuluc is blocked, surrounded. His pass is deflected away. Recovered by HBC on that far flank. Tries to switch direction, launches it forward, and that is a fantastic pass. For Maya Marshall-Amai, the number 11. Reigning all the way from Auckland with the Auckland Rhinos. 3-3, 6 points split right down the middle. Here's Resul Karabuluc. Tries to find space on that left-hand side. Switches direction, accelerates. Tries to investigate a pocket there. His pass is intercepted. And you saw the reaction there from Van den Dop saying, calm down. Very early in the game. Here's the replay. It says, calm down. 5:39 on the clock. The Netherlands to restart from that right wing. Here's Resul Karabuluc. Reclaims possession. Surrounded and blocked. And now the connection is good for Van den Dop. Make it 4-3 Team Netherlands. Quick and swift reaction from the Netherlands, make it 4-4. Here is Resul Karabuluc, challenge. Circles back around, finds real estate up the court in the offensive half. On that left-hand side. Challenged by Marshall-Amai. Sends it back. Good catch there from Davy Van den Dop. Can he make it 5-4? Good piece of defending thus far from the Wheel Blacks. on that left-hand side. He's got the assist. And once again, the try from Resul Karabulut, who's been on the national team for 10 years, a player of the Amsterdam Terminators. Maya Marshall-Amai accelerates on that right-hand side, changes direction, decides against the pass. Now it's a good ball for HBC. The defending now from Resul Karabulut. Here's Cameron Leslie. The Netherlands are defending. They have the lead 5-4 in a game as tight as this. At least that's the expectation. The turnovers are going to be crucial. Here's Cameron Leslie, tries to weave his way in. Can he force his way through? The answer is no. It is a turnover. Just as I say it. Recovered by Team NL or not. Now the Netherlands to restart from that sideline. Good interception there from Hugo van Ursel, the 28-year-old from Boxmeer. He too has been on the national team for 10 years. He plays with the Mavericks Nijmegen. Here's Resul Karabulut on that left-hand side. Tries to punch his way in. And he is successful. It's 6-4.
That was a penalty try. So he was pushed out of the key, and then instead of stay 30 seconds outside in the penalty box, the referee decided give it the try.
Yeah, Cameron Leslie was the player who was pushed past the goal line. That's why it was a penalty try. Important rule pertaining to wheelchair rugby. You see the classifications there that range from 0.5 to 3.5 according to physical impairments. So a 0.5 means you have less mobility, you're more physically impaired than a 3.5. Cameron Leslie with a long pass. Links up with Maya Marshall-Amai. Pressured by a couple of Dutchmen, still able to connect with Cameron Leslie. Navigates his way forward, jukes and jives. He's on that right-hand side, circles back, changes direction, tries to punch his way through. Less than 8 seconds remain. And that is excellent from Cameron Leslie. That's exactly what the Wheel Blacks need. 6-5. Try New Zealand. Huge shout out to WebMole81, Spike, and Joshua. Let us know, everyone, where you're watching the game from. Are you in the Netherlands? Are you in New Zealand? Let us know the state, the country, the city, who you're rooting for. We want to know. Just interact with us in the live chat. We'll give you a shout out live on the air. Resul Karabulut blocked.
It happened again. Same situation.
Yeah, another penalty try. Here's the replay. Resul Karabulut. He sends Cameron Leslie past the goal line. So that's a try for the Dutch for Team NL. 2:56 on the clock. It is a turnover. The Netherlands win it back on that left flank. Joshua van Ursel restarts. Resul Karabulut changes direction, circles back, tries to find real estate on that left-hand side. Can he weave his way in? The answer is yes. 8-5. Huge shout out to one of our viewers, Chinook80 from Norway, watching from Belgium, rooting for the Netherlands, rooting for his European brothers. It is a try for New Zealand. This one credited to Maya Marshall-Amai. .230 on the clock. Here come the Dutch, Resul Karabulut. Huge shout out to Millie, joining us all the way from Haarlem in the Netherlands. We have AP Van Hinten watching us from Holland as well. Here's Leslie Cameron accelerating. He's in the offensive half of the court, and that is just an exquisite try. Navigates past the goal line. Make it 9-7. The Wheel Blacks reduce the damage. R4T Queen saying rooting for a close physical game. Well, that's certainly what we can expect for this Group A battle. Game 15 of the World Championship here in Brazil. 1:56 on the clock, less than 2 minutes of playing time. There is Rasul Karabulut. He's been on the national team for 10 years, but he's only making his World Championship debut this year. Hugo van Ursel to restarts. This is Davy van den Dop. Surrounded. Gets a good pass for Rasul Karabulut. Slowly glides past the goal line for try number 10 for Team NL. Maya Marshall-Amai. Here's HBC back towards Maya Marshall-Amai. She accelerates. Great pass there from Hayden Baton-Coots. There is contact, and there is also the try for the Wheel Blacks. Make it 10-8. New Zealand hot in pursuit. Here is Rasul Karabulut, accelerates, gains momentum, drifts towards that left-hand side, now down the center, trying to identify an open lane. Good piece of defending there from Cameron Leslie. Here is Davy van den Dop. Still with it. The Wheel Blacks able to close down the spaces only for so long, as he makes it 11 points for the Netherlands. There he is, Davy van den Dop. He was the best 3.0 at the Czech Rugby Mania back in 2019. And he was the best high pointer at the Australia Wheelchair Challenge as well. Not to mention the best 3.0 during the Columbia qualification tournament and the USA Tampa International Jam. Quick response from the Wheel Blacks, make it 11-9. Huge shout out to our viewers in Germany, in the Netherlands, in New Zealand as well, enjoying the international broadcast of the World Championship going on in Brazil. Here is Rasul Karabulut on that left-hand side. Finds his way into the scoring zone. Let's have a look at the replay. Try number 12 for the Netherlands. He had the good support there from Ben Bazouin. The number 7, Maya Marshall-Amai, to restart for the Wheel Blacks. Excellent display of speed. She accelerates. Ben Bazouin eventually catches up. She's in a tight position there. The support coming in from HBC, and now Cameron Leslie, who's got more real estate around him to think. 5 seconds. We're about to wrap up this first quarter. He is dispossessed, recovered by HBC, and that is the end of the first quarter that has the Netherlands in the lead, 12-9. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break. We'll see you right back here for the second quarter. Do not go anywhere. This game is wide open.
Com a Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar, com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa para ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Yeah! Amigos imparáveis!
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não têm mais nada pra fazer?
Coisa de toda de chantilly!
Mais o quê?
Ufa! Ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso? Não!
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Paramigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game to keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Paralympic Center in São Paulo, Brazil. We're about to get started with the second quarter here. Netherlands versus New Zealand, game number 15, day 3 of the World Championship. For the very first time, Brazil is hosting the competition. The very first time the World Wheelchair Rugby Championship is happening in South America. What a moment, what a special moment. The Netherlands have the lead at 12-9. They're going to restart with Cameron Leslie. If the Wheel Blacks want to turn it around, they're going to need this guy in tip-top form. Here's Cameron Leslie. Tries to find a pocket down the center. Unable to muscle his way through. On the left-hand side, though, it's a different story. Make it 12-10. His try 20 seconds into this second quarter. Here is the loose ball, picked up by Ben Bazuin. Met by Cameron Leslie, and then HBC. Here's Davy van den Dop. Maya Marshall-Amai and Cody Everson tracking back. Good try there, so intelligent, so agile from Resul Karabulut. The Turkish-Dutch player. Here's HBC. And now Cameron Leslie bounces the ball, but he ran out of time. Didn't transition into the offensive half of the court fast enough. So it's a turnover. The Netherlands win it back 13-10. As is Team NL with 2 wins in 3 matches. Only that loss to Team USA. Only Great Britain thus far with 3 wins in 3 games. Here is Resul Karabulut. Tries to find a pocket, successful in assist for Davy van den Dop. The 36-year-old with the Roland Regas. That's his club team in the Netherlands. 6:33 on the clock early into this second quarter. Great acceleration. How about this wonderful individual piece of skill from Cameron Leslie to make it 14-11. Team NL in the lead by a trio of tries. Resul Karabulut restarts for the Dutchman. Here is Resul Karabulut. The referee sounds the whistle. Play is halted. There is a foul, so New Zealand lose a man for 30 seconds. It was Resul Karabulut. It's 4v3 now. Buys the Netherlands a few seconds. Gets the try, makes it 15-11. Let us know, everyone, where you're watching the game from, who you're rooting for. Show us your love. Share this broadcast with friends and family. Follow us on social media. Maya Marshall Amai. There we go. I apologize if our family members are watching us. Finally got it right eventually. 15-12. 5:45 on the clock. New Zealand, the Wheel Blacks, trying to get back into this battle. Here is Davy van den Dop. Launches it forward. Such vision. And the connection with Hugo van Yersel is phenomenal. 16-12 on your scoreboard. HBC, the long pass for Maya Marshall Amai. Here's Cameron Leslie. The Netherlands are defending. Cameron Leslie still with it. Good piece of blocking there from Cody Everson, the number 14.
He's doing a good performance here, blocking all the time for the high points perform the try.
Yeah, Cody Everson, before sustaining a neck injury playing rugby, he rode BMX bikes and did athletics. His favorite game was rugby. He was playing rugby and then he suffered a tackle that took him down, sustained a neck injury, and is now tetraplegic, meaning all of his limbs are affected by paralysis. And he grew up in Christchurch, New Zealand. Played in the local rugby leagues. And of course, his driving ambition was to be an All Black. And now Cody Everson inspires others with his positive, joyful approach to every aspect of life. Captaining the Wheel Blacks when they earned a qualification slot for New Zealand for the Paralympics. And that, he says, was the icing on the cake. So many incredible stories here at the World Championship. Stories that teach us a lot about the power of sport, the power of overcoming obstacles, that teach us a lot about life in general. The Netherlands lead 17-13. Here's Cameron Leslie, hands it back to HBC. Almost 4 minutes on the clock. He's going to claim the assist for Maya Marshall Amai. Yet another try for her, make it 17-14. Huge shout out to Main Move Sports, 6361, watching us all the way from Norway. rooting for our friends from the Netherlands. Thank you for joining us, my friend. It is great to have you guys here with us. Wednesday, August 19th, 2026. Talk about a year that is flying by, just like Rasul Karabaluc is flying past that goal line. Make that try number 18 for Team NL. Cameron Leslie, far flank. Great vision to connect here with HBC. He's got the contact from Rasul Karabaluc. Slowly past to the goal line into the scoring zone. The 15th try for the Wheel Blacks. Swift response from the Dutch. Rasul Karabaluc is going to shave a few seconds off the ensuing New Zealand attack before making it try number 19 for the Dutch. 3:38 on the clock, second quarter. Huge shout out to all of our sponsors, the ABRC, Alpha Mix, Molten, the Brazilian Paralympic Committee. Loteria Caixa, which is the lottery system here in Brazil. Three minutes and 38 seconds on the clock. Here's the New Zealand dugout, led by Gavin Rolton and Jan Prue. This is a team that brings the powerful haka tradition, the Maori war ritual, famous in the world of rugby, to wheelchair rugby. Adapted for the court, this display of strength and culture is an unmissable and highly anticipated moment at this World Championship. I've already seen it twice. Very fortunate in this game here against the Netherlands and also in the match against Team USA. New Zealand looking for their first W of the competition. Here's Cameron Leslie. They're going to have to rally. Great pass for Marshall. Or Maya Marshall-Amai.
She was pushed outside of the key area.
So the try was no good. Team NL restart. Here's Rasul Karabaluc. Speeds ahead in the offensive half of the court. Hugo van Ursel. Good link-up play. Good team try. Number 20 for the Dutch. So far, a good campaign for the Netherlands here in Brazil. Their first World Championship. Beat the Brazilians in a nail-biting thriller. 49-47, the opener 2 days ago. Lost to the U.S. yesterday. So far, they are rebounding. The Wheel Blacks to restart with Maya Marshall-Amai on this near side. Cameron Leslie was the target. .301. 31 seconds for New Zealand to attempt the try before it becomes a turnover. There is Ben Basuim, classified as a 1.0, so that means low mobility, high physical impairment. He's been on the national team for 6 years with the Quad Fighters. That's his club team. Here's Cameron Leslie. Changes direction. Good blocking there from Cody Everson. Maya Marshall-Amai makes it 2016. The Wheel Blacks trying to get the momentum going. Here's Rasul Karabulut. Is he going to link up with Ben Bazouin? Yes, he is, but that touch there from the number 7 wasn't the best one, was it?
That was in the what is New Zealand was waiting for. The exact moment. Now they have the opportunity to reduce the damage.
It is the turnover, and they make the most of it. What a long ball there from HBC to Cameron Leslie. How many times have we seen that combo over the course of the competition? 2017, just a 3-try lead for Team NL, who were driving forward. Rasul Karabulut tries to find an open lane. His pass is intercepted. Great positioning there from Myanmar Shalamai. .203 on the clock. Here's the replay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you defend. Rasul Karabulut, left-hand side, changes direction down the center, circles back. Great piece of skill from this guy, the number 2. Make that 21 tries for the Netherlands, who now regain the 4-point lead. Here is HBC. He is going to shave a few seconds off the ensuing Dutch attack. (21-18). Rasul Karabulut to start the counterattack, left-hand side. Great vision. Here's Davy van den Dop. Past the goal line, 22-18. Before this game, the Netherlands scored 82 tries and conceded 104, so that's a negative 22 point difference. New Zealand with 69 conceded and 69 scored and 115 conceded, so negative 46 point difference. The Wheel Blacks need to rally. They need to win this game if they want to keep up their hopes of advancing to the quarterfinals. Here's Cameron Leslie. Cameron Leslie accelerates, identifies a pocket, tries to muscle his way through. Can he do it? He is blocked. It is a turnover. The Dutch win it back. Rasul Karabulut speeds ahead, reclaims possession, accelerates. And then Myanmar Shalamai, just a little bit there, past the goal line. So it's a point for the Netherlands, 22-18. Timeout for the Wheel Blacks. 33 seconds on the clock.
The Wheel Blacks, they lost the opportunity to reduce the damage. And now Netherlands has the opportunity.
Rock you like a hurricane. The DJ is on fire. That is what is blasting on the speakers right now here at the Paralympic Training Center in São Paulo, Brazil. This is the place to be. For the very first time, the competition is happening in South America. What a moment. 2 South American nations here with us, Colombia and Brazil. Brazil with a narrow victory yesterday, 49-48, just 1 try to beat Canada. The Colombians looking for their first W of the World Championship as we are about to restart this second quarter. Joshua Van Ursel to restart. Great link-up play with Rasul Karabulut. .25 seconds on the clock. The Netherlands are going to run the clock as much as possible. Rasul Karabulut still with it. Navigates his way forward, circles back. 10 seconds. The long pass, Davy van den Dop. Good piece of defending there from Cameron Leslie, saying, not today. Ain't gonna happen, buddy. We're also underway on court one with France versus Germany. The French in the lead thus far 6-4, but it is a back and forth game over on court one. The French as well, 2 games, 2 wins. First, the victory over Denmark, 56-53, followed by the more comfortable win over Colombia, 51-40. After this game, Gerson Vieira and I will be in charge of Denmark, or rather, Japan versus Great Britain, excuse me, arguably the match of the day.
That's gonna be a really nice game.
Yeah, the Japanese, the current Paralympic champs, taking on Great Britain that won the Paralympic Games in Japan back in 2021.
And both are undefeated in this competition.
0.8 of a second left. Yeah, Japan, 2 games, 2 wins as well. 60-44 against Germany, and then 56-43 against Denmark. That wraps up the second quarter. Quick 9-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you right back here for the second half. The third quarter, don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a few moments. Get some rest, grab a cup of coffee. We'll see you right back here.
Ei, você sabe que dia é hoje? Hoje é dia!
Aposte nas Loterias Caixa! Nas lotéricas no app Loterias Caixa ou no site. É chance todo dia!
Aposte com responsa.
Com a Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar, com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa para ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Para amigos imparáveis!
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não têm mais nada pra fazer?
Lancha de torta de chantilly!
Mais o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso? Não!
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game to keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Ei, você sabe que dia é hoje? Hoje é dia!
Aposte nas loterias Caixa! Nas lotéricas no app Loterias Caixa ou no site. É chance todo dia!
Aposte com responsa.
Com a Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa pra ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Amigos imparáveis!
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não têm mais nada pra fazer.
Flecha de torta de chantilly!
Mas o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso?
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game to keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Paralympic Training Center in São Paulo, Brazil. We're about to get started with the third quarter, the second half of the Netherlands versus New Zealand. So far, Team NL in the lead against the Wheel Blacks. A huge shout out to Cal393 joining us all the way from Finland. What a pleasure to have you here with us. I wonder if there is wheelchair rugby in Finland. I certainly hope there is. The Netherlands have the 5-try lead. You see the scoreboard there in the background, 23-18, officially underway with the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Fasten your seatbelts, it's gonna be good. Here's Karabulut. The Netherlands off to a hot start, make that 24 points for the Dutch. The Netherlands playing the World Championship for the first time in 20 years. Last year, they won a friendly tournament in Australia and recorded important victories over several superpowers. And the ultimate goal, of course, is to qualify for the 2028 Paralympic Games in Los Angeles just 2 years from now. Time is flying by. Here's Resul Karabulut. Works his way towards that right-hand side. He is blocked. And the play is halted. It is a turnover. The Wheel Blacks recover possession. Cody Everson. He's got the close support from HPC. Cameron Leslie halted in his tracks. It's a turnover. The Netherlands restart. Resul Karabulut, the Dutch in the driver's seat. He accelerates on this left-hand side. Can he find an open lane? The answer is yes. Here's Maya Marshall-Amai. She's got real estate ahead of her, changes direction, challenged by Davy van den Dop and by Hugo van Ursel, surrounded, not dispossessed. She had reinforcements coming in. Cameron Leslie circles back, changes direction, tries to find an open lane. 6:25 on the clock. Team NL are defending. He's going to claim the assist for HPC. It took the Wheel Blacks a while, but they finally got the try, 25-20. And we got Main Move Sport answering. Finland are in Division C in Europe. Perfect, my friends. Thank you very much. Resul Karabulut. Swift counterattack. Buys his team a few seconds, make that 26-20. Timeout. 6:08 on the clock. This is game number 2 of the day on this third day of the World Championship here in São Paulo, Brazil. Game number 15 of the competition.
What a game. So, is the Wheel Blacks will be able to reach the score?
So far, we have not seen a team come back from a 6-goal deficit. And here are the Brazilians, the Brasileiros, coming from a thrilling 49-48 victory over Canada yesterday. This center here in São Paulo was electric. In case you're familiar with São Paulo, we're in the south side of the city, the neighborhood of Jabaquara. And here is Cameron Leslie accelerating, able to punch his way through like a freight train. Makes it 21 tries for the Wheel Blacks. 5:56 on the clock. Davy van den Dop connects with Rasul Karabulut, aka the Dutch Tank. There's Van Ursel surrounded, pressured in a tight position. Play on, says the ref.
Was a held ball. I don't think so, because for me the New Zealand got the ball, but the referee thought different than me.
Either way, New Zealand have it right now. Here's Leslie Cameron. Changes direction, almost loses his balance, tries to find a pocket, maybe on that left flank. Davy van den Dop is there. Good form from Cameron Leslie to navigate his way past the goal line, make it 26-22. The Wheel Blacks are slowly but surely rallying. Davy van den Dop launches it forward. It's collected by Hugo van Ursel. Once again, Davy van den Dop. Here's Rasul Karabulut to the Dutch Tank. Less than 5 minutes on the clock, changes direction. Tries to muscle his way forward. And there is Hugo van Ursel. (27-22). Our photographer is giving us a nice up close and personal look at the viewers in the stands. The Paralympic Training Center bleachers. 27-22. HBC goes for the long pass. The connection is solid for Cameron Leslie. And his fourth, or rather fifth, World Championship. This guy with the Waikato Stampede. That's his club team. Here's the number 1 for the Wheel Blacks. Rasul Karabulut to restart. Works his way forward now on the left-hand side. Can he find an opening? Yes, he can. (27-23). 28 now after that try. The Wheel Blacks to restart. Here is Cody Everson. The short pass for HBC. Cameron Leslie. 2v2 right now. Accelerates towards that left flank. Steps on the brakes, changes direction. Tries to find an opening. So far, the Dutch are giving him a tough time. Tries to punch down the center. Here is HBC. Rolls back past the goal line. 28 for the Netherlands, 24 for the Wheel Blacks. The Paralympic champs all the way back in 2004. I said New Zealand had bronze at the 2008 Beijing Summer Paralympics, but I stand corrected. It was actually at the Summer Paralympic Games in Sydney 2000. Both Australia and New Zealand were on the podium. Australia with the silver medal, the US had gold, and New Zealand with bronze. Beating Canada 44-32 in that bronze medal match 26 years ago. 29-25. Let us know, everyone, where you're watching the game from. Here is Resul Karabulut on that right flank. Scores for the Netherlands. The tank, the Turkish tank, Resul Karabulut. Born in Turkey, but eventually became a Dutch national. Here's Cameron Leslie. Goes for the long ball. Great connection here with Maya Marshall-Amai. Good catch. Out of bounds. The Wheel Blacks still have it. HBC, Cameron Leslie. The Netherlands in the lead by 5, 2:34 on the clock. He accelerates, finds an opening, rams Hugo van Ursel, and punches his way past the goal line. Make that try number 26 for the Wheel Blacks. It's the turnovers that really make a difference in games as tight as this. Davy van den Dop, and there's the turnover, just as I say it. New Zealand win it back.
That's what was a good moment for New Zealand. They can reach 27 and reduce damage to 3 points.
If they make the most of this attack, here is Cameron Leslie, and they do. He rolls past the goal line. Make that 30-27. 57 points thus far in this Group A clash. Game number 15 of the WWR Championship. Coming up next, we have Great Britain versus Japan at 5 p.m. local time here in São Paulo, Brazil. Here is Resul Karabulut, accelerates down the center, now on the right-hand side. Tries to muscle his way through. Is he going to get the assist for Davy van den Dop? The answer is yes. 31 points for the Netherlands. Quick. Swift response for New Zealand, 31-28. Here's Resul Karabulut. Not dispossessed by HBC. Launches it forward. Great connection there with Hugo van Ursel. 32 points for the Dutch. They regain the 4-try lead. And here is another long pass for Maya Marshall-Amai. Neatly rolls past the goal line, 32-29. The Wheel Blacks hot in pursuit of Team NL. It's a wide open game. It could go either way.
Now she asked for equipment. She has a tire, a flat tire.
And on court 1, there's a flat tire there from Maya Marshall-Amai. On court 1, France are demolishing Germany 25-12. What a campaign for Les Bleus this far. 3 for 3. Resul Karabulut collects it. HBC joins in on the man marking. Great pass for Van Ursel. Now Davy van den Dop. The Netherlands want to run the clock as much as possible. Just 13 seconds to conclude the play. Can they do it? 10 seconds right now. Resul Karabulut. No question there. With doubt. Hand it off to the tank. Resul Karabulut. The Dutch-Turkish tank. He makes it 33-29. Here's Cameron Leslie. Is he going to be dispossessed? Yes, he is.
Turnover. He was able to pass before 12 seconds.
Some of the people enjoying the WWR Championship in the bleachers. Tonight, this place will be electric as hosts Brazil take on the defending champions Australia, the Australian Steelers. Two-time world champs, two-time Paralympic champs. .26 seconds on the clock. Joshua Van Ursel, or rather Hugo Van Ursel, excuse me. We have a few Joshuas in the competition. That's why sometimes I get a little mixed up with all these rosters. Let us know, everyone, what you think of the broadcast, the commentary, the tournament, the players, the teams. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to lose? Who do you think is going to disappoint? Who do you think is going to be the surprise team of the competition? We want to know. Interact with us. Share this link with friends, with family members. Make sure World Wheelchair Rugby deserves or gets the love and attention it deserves. Exactly 26 seconds on the clock. Final stretch of this third quarter. Just one quarter remains after this one. The final set of 8 minutes. That is how the sport is played. 4 quarters of 8 minutes. With 4 athletes on the court on each side, of course. Each one with a classification between 0.5 and 3.5 according to mobility and physical impairment. Timeout right now. The Netherlands with 33, New Zealand with 29. Tomorrow we have a jam-packed day coming your way on court 1. We're going to kick things off with Canada versus the Netherlands on court 2, which is this one. France versus Japan. That is expected to be a good one. Up next here today for this court, Great Britain versus Japan. Great Britain with back-to-back-to-back victories, 3 for 3. Japan 2 for 2. A repeat of the Paralympic final. Here is Davy van den Dop. He's going to run the clock, 15 seconds. Over on that right flank, tries to pick out a pocket, accelerates. Can he muscle his way through? Right there on the limit, eventually he does so. Very intelligent, tactical, smart from the number 14. Make that 34. There we go. Scoreboard finally updated. 29, the Netherlands with a 5-try lead. We just have one more quarter left, a final set of 8 minutes. If the Wheel Blacks want to jump back into this game, they're going to have to rally. They're going to have their best quarter of the competition thus far. If this result holds, make that 3 games, 3 losses for the Wheel Blacks. And then they're going to have that tough game against Brazil, the do-or-die game against the Brazilians. .8 seconds on the clock. What's the strategy going to be? Huge shout out to Webmol81 watching us all the way from Rotterdam, rooting for the Netherlands. HBC launches it forward. In the way is Davy van den Dop, and that is the end of the third quarter. You heard the buzzer. 34-29 as we head into the final quarter, the final set of 8 minutes. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you back here in a few. Grab a cup of water, grab some coffee, have a rest, and don't go anywhere.
Ei, você sabe que dia é hoje? Hoje é dia!
Aposte nas loterias Caixa! Nas lotéricas no app Loterias Caixa ou no site. É chance todo dia!
Aposte com responsa.
Amigos imparáveis!
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não tem mais nada pra fazer.
Lanche de torta de chantilly!
Mais o quê?
Ufa! Ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera! Que isso? Não!
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game. To keep sport a part of life, feel the emotion.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Paralympic Center in São Paulo, Brazil. We are officially underway with the 8th and final quarter of the Netherlands versus New Zealand. Here is Resul Karabulut, the Turkish tank for the Dutch, for Team NL. So far, so good for the Netherlands, recording their second victory in 3 matches here at the World Championship. Here's Karabulut. Tries to find an open lane, circles back. On the left-hand side. Blocked. Good piece of defending there from Maya Marshall-Amai. It's not a turnover. The Dutch still have it, but the try is unsuccessful. And one of our viewers here, Chinook 80, saying, love seeing so many young players. I mean, we're right there with you. The player of the game between Germany and Great Britain, despite the German loss, was the 16-year-old Jonte Kunzel, who is expected to be really the future of wheelchair rugby. Our on-court reporter, Alexandre Japa, spoke to him, and you could just tell how nervous he was. He's not used to post-game interviews. One of the bright young talents emerging in wheelchair rugby. Keeping in mind, wheelchair rugby, everyone, was invented back in 1977 in Winnipeg, Canada's murder ball, and then it progressed over the course of the following decades into what we know today as wheelchair rugby. In Atlanta, 1996, at the Paralympic Games, it started as a demonstration event, right, a testing sport, and then it officially became a Paralympic sport 26 years ago at the Sydney Summer Paralympic Games in 2000. So that's a brief history concerning wheelchair rugby arriving with the World Championship in Brazil for the very first time in history. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. New Zealand's a restart. Maya Marshall-Amai, the give and go with Cody Everson, or rather not Cody Everson, sorry guys, Gareth Lynch, there the number 2. Maya Marshall-Amai, left-hand side, surrounded, pressured. She's got the support from HBC, Hayden Baton-Coots, or as we like to call him, HBC. He is pressured by Ben Bazuin. Here's Cameron Leslie, able to turn around Rasul Karabulut, and Davy van den Dop weaves his way forward on the right wing. Went for the assist, interception there from Ben. Let's have a look at this replay. The Wheel Blacks still have it. A chance to restart on the right-hand side. Timeout. Good moment right here for Gavin Rolton and Jan Roux to communicate with their players. And you see the ice pack there on her neck, right, Jetson? This is something we have to talk about. Depending on the level of impairment, your blood pressure drops, right? So you need to maintain your body cool as much as possible.
Yes. I'm not sure on her case in specific.
Right.
But when you have some players that are quadriplegic, that they don't swear. So they have to use the ice to drop the temperature of the body.
Yeah, that's a very important detail, my friend. Thank you for clarifying. And if you look at the wheelchairs there, that's also an interesting detail. You have the offensive and the defensive wheelchairs, right? With the defensive wheelchairs, you have a front grille, a bumper designed to hook and trap opponents' movement. With the offensive chairs, you have chairs that are designed for speed evasion, and they feature round wings to slide past the defensive blocks. And defending is what the Wheel Blacks are trying to do right now, but Rasul Karabulut is just that good. He finds space where sometimes there seems to be none. Makes it 35 for the Dutch. Counter-attack for New Zealand. Here is HBC on that right-hand side. Tries to work his way in. He's going to claim the assist for Cameron Leslie. Good link-up play there. Good team try. Fast counter-attack. Here's Rasul Karabulut. Unable to be blocked there by Cameron Leslie, who then takes a tumble into the hardwood.
That's the rugby. That's a legal way, huh? That's why I love this sport.
Yeah, and this is something we have to point out, right, Gerson? This is not a foul.
No,
this is a clean tackle. It's a clean play.
There you go.
Eight seconds is the maximum time a player can hold the ball. After that, they must bounce or pass it. And 12 seconds is the time a team has to advance the ball from their defensive half into the attacking half. And 40 seconds is the total time a team has to complete their play and score a try. Here come the Wheel Blacks with Cameron Leslie. Trying to find a pocket. Now towards that left-hand side, it is good. Fantastic movement there from Cameron Leslie. He, in my opinion, has been the standout player for New Zealand in the game. Try number 32 for the Wheel Blacks. Davy van den Dop launches it forward into the attacking half. Karabulut makes it 37. Good assist there from Hugo van Ursel, making his World Championship debut as well. Four minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. And you can hear the contact, right? As a contact sport, as these wheelchairs ram into each other, you do not want to be caught between them. Team NL in the driver's seat in cruise control. They have 38 and the 5-try lead. In just a few moments, Alexandre Japa, our on-court reporter, will be speaking with the player of the match. We're closing in on minute 4. Here's Cameron Leslie, works his way towards that left-hand side, switches direction. Tries to muscle his way through. He's not giving up. Great display of resilience here from Cameron Leslie. Can he work his way through? Yes, he can. Rewarded. Point number 34 for New Zealand. And one thing I want to point out, Jefferson, Cameron Leslie is classified as a 2.5. I think specifically in that class, he has been certainly one of the best I have seen in this competition, in the 2.5 class specifically.
Yes, he is 2.5. And if you see and pay attention, there is some physical impairments that he has no hands. So it drops the classification as well. You can see he has no hands and no legs, so only the trunk. So I'm not expert in classification, but when I look at him, I can see he's 2.5, but he's a standout 2.5.
A standout 2.5, you're 100% right. He doesn't have his hands, but he certainly has a lot of agility and a lot of strength, and he has been making the difference over the course of the competition for the Wheel Blacks. So if we have some friends and family members of Cameron Leslie, please let us know in the chat. Check in with us. Here's Cameron Leslie. What a fantastic pass for HBC. He's got 36 right now for New Zealand to 55. Final stretch of the game. Over on court 1, the French are beating Germany 31-20. Here is Rasul Karabulut. 2:35. Tries to find an open lane. Now he's on that right-hand side. Unable to punch his way through. He is strong. That's why they call him the Tank. And it is a turnover. The Wheel Blacks win it back. Good piece of defending there from New Zealand.
The New Zealand had the ball and didn't bounce it before 8 seconds. That's why it's a turnover.
Yeah, another important rule. After 8 seconds, you either need to bounce the ball or pass it. If you don't do so, it's a turnover, and that's exactly what happened right there. Here's Cameron Leslie speeding ahead, changes direction. Goes towards that left-hand side, blocked. Connecting with HBC, who rolls his way back, 40-37. An electrifying end to this battle. Davy van den Dop. He connects with Karabulut. Shakes off his marker. On that right-hand side, circles back. Still with it, 15 seconds to conclude the play. The try is successful, 41 points. Here is Cameron Leslie, left-hand side, less than 90 seconds of playing time. New Zealand trail by 5. He accelerates. Fantastic. 38 points for the Wheel Blacks. Cameron Leslie once again make it 39. The Wheel Blacks have built a reputation for resilience. This is a team that continues to compete until the final whistle. Counterattack for the Dutch, 42-39. Just 3 tries separate these two teams. It is close. It's still wide open. Maya Marshall-Amai navigates her way past the goal line, make it 42-40 now. Just a 2-try difference as we have entered the final 60 seconds of playing time. It's the turnovers that are going to be crucial. Here's Karabulut, changes direction. He's in the attacking half, still going. Blocked by HBC. Finds space on that right-hand side. He is good, isn't he?
I think he's good. In my opinion, he's performing the best player in this game. But that's my humble opinion.
My humble opinion as well. A strong candidate for man of the match. Cameron Leslie out of bounds. Past the goal line there. So Team NL are going to restart. But before that, it's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, but now they need the Netherlands. What they need to do, just put the ball in game and hold the ball for during the 26 seconds, and that's it.
And there's an interesting story about Cameron Leslie. Right before becoming one of the leaders of the Wheel Blacks, he won a Paralympic gold medal, but in swimming. So he's very versatile and athletic as well. We can clearly see that on the court. So he's really one of the most recognizable figures in New Zealand Paralympic sport history.
There we go.
Team NL to restart 43-40. He's going to run the clock as much as possible. Resul Karabulut launches it forward towards Hugo van Ursel. Hands it off to Davy van den Dop on that right flank. 10 seconds. Here is Karabulut. The Dutch are going to win it. 3, 2, 1. They have a final try. 44-40. And there is the final whistle, the buzzer, ladies and gentlemen. The Netherlands return to their winning ways after losing to the Americans. They bounce back by beating the Wheel Blacks. As for New Zealand, another crushing defeat. 3 games, 3 losses for the Paralympic champs in 2004. But it was very close. It was a nail-biting game all the way to the final whistle, something we expected right off the get-go Gerson Vieira, my friend, did you enjoy what we saw?
That was amazing game. I love it. I love it. They didn't give up to the end, the last second. To the last second, they were trying, fighting. That was really amazing game.
Coming up next on this court, Great Britain versus Japan. Game 3 on court 2 of day 3. Don't lose track, gentlemen, of everything that's going down here at the WWR Championship. When it comes to the upcoming game for the Netherlands, tomorrow morning on court 1, they're going to face Canada. That's expected to be a very good game. As for New Zealand, they have a date with Brazil also on court 1. Kickoff whistle at 11 a.m. local time. So from wherever you're watching us around the globe, make sure you adjust your clocks. You do not want to miss that game. The Wheel Blacks taking on the host Brazil, who face Australia tonight. That's going to be a great game. The Brazilians want to beat the Wheel Blacks, and the Wheel Blacks, of course, want their first victory of the World Championship. 2 more games on court 2. We got Great Britain and Japan, and then Colombia versus Denmark. All right, everyone, let's talk to Alexandre Japa, who's with the man of the match, Resul Karabulut. Take it away, buddy.
And I'm here with the player of the match, Resul. Congratulations. So, second win, you played really well. How was the game?
It was, we had some difficulties at the beginning, but I think it was, we controlled the whole game, each quarter, and then we put up every quarter, so it's, I'm tired now, but it was a good win.
Ele falou aqui que, eu perguntei para ele como foi o jogo, segunda vitória. Ele falou que foi um começo difícil, mas eles depois controlaram o jogo todo e falou que agora está bem cansado. Now rest. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, and back to you, Anthony and Alexandra.
Alexandre Japa, what an international guy. I love the mix with the English and Portuguese there. Thank you, my friend. We're going to take a quick break. We'll see you right back here in 20 minutes for Japan versus Great Britain, a repeat of the semifinal at the Tokyo Paralympic Games. You do not want to miss it. We'll see you back here in a few minutes.
A Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa para ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Yeah! Para amigos imparáveis!
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não tem mais nada pra fazer?
Flecha de torta de chantilly!
Mais o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso? Não!
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game to keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.